All right, guys, welcome back. And I recently came across a video featuring a conservative Republican commentator who is also a contributor to MSNBC. She expertly challenged and dismantled the argument made by an NBC Democratic operative regarding the significance of Oprah and Kamala Harris town hall event, which in my opinion was a complete failure. It was, I think. This exchange actually further exposed Kamala Harris' vulnerabilities, and her takedown was sharp, precise, and effectively dismantled the prevailing narrative. You know, I'm not gonna take much time. I won't say much. I just want you to watch. Let's see this.
And this is sound of Donald Trump at his rally in North Carolina today without Mark Robinson. And what he had to say about Oprah?
Did you see her on Oprah? That's not going to be president. Oprah didn't know what the hell to do. Oprah was like embarrassed. She wanted to hide under the table. But she's a professional and she was able to sort of disguise it. No, she wanted to go right under the table.
Whitley, why does Donald Trump lie like that? I mean, everybody knows. Come on.
I think that there were times during that interview where it looked like Oprah was trying to figure out where VP Harris was going. And I think when we're looking at this circumspectly, when we're talking about battleground states and talking to working everyday Americans, utilizing a billionaire who's not dealing with the cost of inflation, with stagnant wages, with stagnant industries is really just out of touch. And I think that's what he really meant to say, is that hiding behind Hollywood as opposed to really just talking about the policies of your administration may not be working specifically in battleground states.
She's absolutely right. She's totally right. The Democratic Party has completely lost touch with the working class in America. I mean, how do you hold an event in a battleground state where real people are struggling to make ends meet, and instead of answering tough questions about the economy or gas prices, you bring in celebrities for a photo op? It's like throwing a party in a burning building and hoping the glitz and glamour will distract everyone from the flames. You know? We've seen this play out time and time again. During the 2020 campaign, Democrats trotted out Hollywood A-listers and musicians to drum up support. Sure, it might have worked back in the 2000s and the 90s when an endorsement from a celebrity could sway votes. But now people are dealing with skyrocketing grocery prices and inflation, issues no celebrity endorsement is going to fix. Just look at the numbers. Inflation rose 7% in 2021 alone, with food and gas prices hitting record highs. You know, the average American isn't looking for advice from a millionaire actor. They want concrete solution to make ends meet. You know, Democrats need to wake up and realize that glitzy endorsements don't resonate with working American anymore. When people can't afford basic necessities, they don't care who Hollywood is voting for. The party is out of touch. And unless they shift their focus to the real issues affecting everyday Americans, they're setting themselves up for failure in 2024. That's the honest truth. But let's watch more.
Is literally rich, Whitley.
Thank you. I mean, it's wealthy. It's wealthy. It's wealthy.
A rich man. Come on.
A couple of things here. So Oprah is one of the only people who has been able to have an audience of 20 million people for over many, many years. So I mean, she is a professional here, and she does have an audience, and she knows how to coordinate or how to appeal to wide audiences. The second thing is I'm really tired of all of the surrogates and Donald Trump and and JD Vance all saying this. That's not what the candidates are saying. That is not what they're doing. They're insulting people personally. They're being mean. They're being really vindictive. They're not sticking to the issues. And if they were sticking to the issues and saying what you think they mean to say, we'd be in a much different race. But they can't control themselves, and they just need to be mean and vindictive. And that's not winning them the independent voters.
Well, I definitely don't need a history lesson on Oprah, who's Black history.
Oh my God, what? What? I don't need history lesson on Oprah because she's Black history. Oh my God. I feel bad for that girl. Keep going.
Because I'm very familiar with all that she has done. But what I'm saying is, when you're talking to people, specifically in a state where the average salary is $49,000, bringing a billionaire up on stage is going to present out of touch.
She clocked her. And this whole I don't need a history lesson on Oprah was gold. Like, look at me. I'm Black, girl. I'm Black. I know Oprah probably better than you do. The same Oprah who told people to lose weight by hitting the gym, but was secretly on weight loss medications. Yeah, that Oprah, that was a mic drop. I'm not going to lie. You know, but this was such a classic takedown moment. It's one thing to try to come off as an expert, but when you were schooling someone who clearly knows the subject better than you, you're just asking to be humbled, you know, just be humbled a little bit, man. Please be humbled. And honestly, we could all use less fake expertise in these debates and more authenticity, you know. Wow, what a clock. But hey, let's see what other argument they try to throw at her next. Should be fun. Let's watch.
Specifically for working class Americans. And let me explain why. It's because the issues that they're talking about does not impact her the same, as opposed to having working class people maybe engaging with her, maybe a town hall forum. She has been utilizing celebrities to promote her campaign, as opposed to utilizing working class people or utilizing them to speak to working class people. And there is a disconnect.
I don't know. I mean, did you watch the town? I mean, it was a town hall. It was a town hall style forum, and Oprah Winfrey is. I mean, she's not a talk show host now or a journalist now, but it was like watching Oprah from the 90s and the 80s.
And also the polls are closing, so clearly she's doing something right, because she's meeting people where they are, because she is now leading in the polls, and she's closing on issues that were Donald Trump's, like the economy and immigration. So something is working.
But polls are a snapshot in time, and we all know that, right? She was just down in the polls, specifically losing with African-American men, and this doesn't necessarily help her. When you see her utilizing celebrities in this way, when they want policies, they don't want the performance of Hollywood within their political spheres.
I mean, again, if you watched the town hall forum, you heard her talk about policies.
Yeah, she's right, 100%. I mean, what else can you say? The people don't care about Hollywood celebs endorsing candidates. We've got a real we've got real folks on the ground who can afford the light bills, can fill up their grocery carts, or buy school supplies for their kids. You think a celebrity who spent $1,000 on slippers is going to connect with that? It's almost like they're living in an alternate reality, while the rest of us are just trying to make it through the month. You know, let's take inflation, for example. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, inflation hit a record high over the last couple years, and prices on everyday items have skyrocketed. Meanwhile, the median household income hasn't kept up with the rise in living cost. A recent study from the Urban Institute even reported that nearly 40% of Americans struggled to cover at least one basic need last year, whether it was food, healthcare, housing, or utilities. These are the real issues people want addressed. They want it to be addressed. Yet, what do we get? Hollywood smiles and vague promises. You know, joy and celebrity endorsement aren't going to pay the bills, reduce inflation, or fix the economy. People want solutions, not just a feel-good moment with a star. If the Democrats think this celebrity strategy is going to work, they're running on thin ice, pretty much. People need practical policies that will actually improve their lives, That's the bottom line. But hey, that's my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. You know, drop your thought in a comment. Hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns like this. You know, hey, support your guy. See you next time, guys.